Plan of action today is chaotic. We're going to see a new commercial building. I love commercials, so last year we focused a lot on AHA's Tower and Capital One. There's a new investment opportunity coming in Motor City, which looks incredible. Less than 2,000 square foot, 5 million starting, so we're going to go check it out. And I'm doing it in a rush because I leave to go on holiday tomorrow, so I'm like, need to get this whole investment out, make sure it's good, see if it's good or not. We're going to the Shangri-La downtown to basically see the full project and development, but it's actually not going to be based in downtown, it's going to be based in Motor City. Anyone that's been following me for a while knows I am an advocate for Motor City. I absolutely love the place. It's one of the oldest cities in Dubai. I call it a city because it reminds me of like a city in the UK. It's got like a central street that has like shops, restaurants, small malls, like what you're getting. Right now that's where Control Tower is, where our head office at Whitehall is based. So it's a very popular destination. The reason I'm such a big believer in Motor City is around Motor City you have major villa communities. So you have Victory Heights, Talal Al Ghaf, Tamak Lagoons, obviously Emaar Oasis is getting built right now, so that's diagonally opposite Arabian Ranches 1, Arabian Ranches 2 and Polo Homes. None of those villa communities have a mall. They have like a small souk, but they don't really have anything other than a Carrefour, maybe a few shops, like restaurants and cafes. Now Motor City already has 3 office buildings. In the next 4 years, there's going to be 5 more that will hand over, so there'll be 5 in total, 2 of which will be A grade. And now with this new development, there's going to be 4 more. So it's going to be 9 in total. Some people may find this an oversupply, however, when you look at the developments around it, like Talal Al Ghaf, there's over 5,000 units, Emaar Oasis, over 3,000 units, Tamak Lagoons, over probably like double-digit thousands. Now think of all these people that live in that location. The IFC, downtown, Business Bay, especially normal traffic, can take up to 45 minutes. The free zone of Motor City is much cheaper than, let's say, your DMCC and JLT. It's cheaper than Business Bay, it's cheaper than the IFC. Hence why a lot of large corporations that have mass staff like to be based in this location because it's cheaper rates for renewals. What a lot of people, maybe something you'll learn, when you set up a business in Dubai, the more employees you hire, the larger your renewal of your trade license will be because it's per head. Now, another thing to know as a business owner, when you have a business, you need to have a large enough office space because per 100 meters you get 8 visas. So if you're in a big corporation, let's say with loads of members of staff, you need large office spaces to grant them a visa. Therefore, this is why larger companies like to be on the outskirts of major cities to keep their rates down, a little bit cheaper office rent than Business Bay, the IFC, DMCC, etc. And then they get the visa so they can then sponsor people. Hence why I bang on about Motor City. It is amazing. You've also got some of the biggest schools now, Harrow, RGS, GEMS, that's all about innovation, which is the most expensive school right now in Dubai, right on the outskirts of Motor City. So again, people dropping their kids off to school, perfect location for offices to be based. Bottleneck right now is there's no grade A buildings. There's actually only Control Tower that's probably a grade C, maybe a grade B average. And then you have obviously the 2 new buildings that are coming in, a few older ones again, grade C. So the newer buildings are going to be grade A, they're going to be a lot more higher end, amenities such as gyms, valet parking, what all the other buildings ready there now are missing. And here's the great thing, Control Tower resell for 2,500 a square foot, and these grade A buildings are coming in at around 2,000 or less. You're looking at really strong yen to rental yields, and you're looking at really good capital appreciation. Hence why I've been pushing Capital One investment before it sold out last year in Motor City, because I believe in it. In Beverly Grand and residential, because I believe in it. I even messaged them the other day and was like, have you got any deals on any inventory? He was like, we've had no cancellations. Because I genuinely believe this is going to be your next Business Bay, but with a far better layout. We're going to go check that out. I don't really know the developer, hence why I'm going right now for a briefing, and as I said, it's going to be hectic because I'm on holiday tomorrow. But when I see a good project, I always have to check it out. Pre-launches this week, so this is just like a pre-get to know the project before every agent is on it. This is the longest I've actually stayed in Dubai in the whole 6 years I've been here. I usually go away skiing, but we never got skiing this year. And I usually go away at Christmas. But with moving company and everything, I ended up staying here, which has really benefited me in my career, but I am now gagging for a holiday. Over there is the first ever off-plan unit I sold in there, and it hands over the end of next year. Shoba Heartland 2. Was that a good investment? We're still to plan out. I think me and my client got sold to, but obviously that's just like something you learn on the job. I mean, it looks like it's going to be an insane community, and he does have full Burj Khalifa Shoba 1B23 views, and when we look at the new Miras launch over, it's going to be directly in front of it. Yes, he's got it nearly 800k cheaper, but obviously we've had to wait 4 years till handover. There's a lot of units, and now we've had a geopolitical situation. There hasn't yet been appreciation. That's what we always say. Most of the time, property is a long-term gain, and it isn't honestly often that you see short-term flips, although we all would love that to happen. But the client is still happy with it. He likes it. The actual master plan itself does look insane. It's just what the agent that sold us it. And remind you, I was only 8 days, had never sold real estate in my life. And I was amazed. I was like, wow, my own fault. She really said we'd have like drastic appreciation by now, but she's also not in a job anymore, that agent, so I can see why. One shut road, nobody's allowing anyone in their parking, can't get into the Shangri-La. I'm already rushing. It's really been quite a hectic Monday morning. Oh, I'm having an absolute mare. We're trying to get into the Shangri-La. This is the last time I'm trying because the model that I'm trying to show you guys is getting taken away for the actual event tomorrow, and there's a massive fire and basically all the roads have been shutting. We've been to 2 car parks. There's no spaces in the car parks to even park the car. All the roads are shut, but I've just seen a taxi, so I'm like, maybe people did get in. There's also metal barricades. So you're like, well, why do you not park over here? There's metal barricades, so you can't go across the road because it's a motorway. Just having one of these mornings and I'm getting on my last withering string. Giving up. Maybe we're not meant to see it. Maybe it doesn't matter. Can you see the smoke coming out my ears? Right, let's go. I'm now going to go brace 50-degree heat. So we're going to see this project. I need to do a contract. We've got all the documents. We're just working with legal there to find out. Interesting fact, if you're buying a property for your kids, if you put it under children that are under the age of 18, you can't sell that property until they turn 18. We've just reconfirmed that with the buyer and seller, and we've decided we're going to put this property under the wife and husband's name. It means they can allow to remortgage when the property prices go back up, pull the equity out, and if for any reason they do want to sell the property because their kids are under age of the 5, we will have one, full flexibility to do that, but we're also writing a will to underwrite the property. So if for any reason anything happens to parents, the kids are the rightful owner for it, and that was the main reason they wanted to put the kids as the owners for this property, so it's been good to understand that. Finally, look at the fire. Wow. Well done to the Dubai authorities, because that's a biggie, and there really hasn't been much destruction other than me not being able to get to the Shangri-La. But we're here, I see it. This is really interesting. We actually have arrived in the Shangri-La. Now HS, which I was speaking about earlier on in the video, which is the renovation of like the Big Ben clock, we sold some last year. The same developer of that, the Shashwani family, have purchased this Shangri-La, and they're converting the Shangri-La into office spaces. In the next few years, we'll see this fully be converted into another Grade A building, which really shows, one, the demand for these Grade A towers, especially across from DIFC and Sheikh Zayed Road. And the reason that the Shashwani family have been picking up these towers is because previously Sheikh Zayed Road was only allowed to be owned by GCC owners. However, the most recent shift for non-GCC owners to be allowed to open these properties has really opened an opportunity for international investors, hedge funds and whatnot to snap up these office floors where you're getting double-digit rental incomes right next to probably going to be one of the most famous city centres in the next 10 years, with the way the Middle East economy is growing, economy is growing, and where they're really starting to sit between the key regional players like Singapore, Hong Kong, Paris, London, New York, within the financial sector, within the art and the AI sector. So it's exciting to see these all be converted, and it'll be exciting to see the renders of what they decide to do in it. This is an old building. Old in my eyes. It's around 20 years old. It'll look great. If you're driving along the motorway, I don't know its name, but like not Hesse. When you turn off Hesse towards Alberari and Arabian Ranches 1, you look up, you can turn this way up to Motor City. It's on this side, so it's facing the other end. I will actually drive there. We're going to the office later on and we'll drive the secret version, but this is the quieter road. So it's just Motor City High Streets here is on, and you've got residential and you've got commercial, then you have the full track, and then it's on the other side. So it's probably like a 5-minute drive from the main Motor City Highway. On this side here, you've got a lot of developments right now come from Bengati. You've got the Capital One Tower, you've got Control Tower, etc. This whole area is really going to be fully developed over the next 5 years, which is why everyone needs to buy.
Mohammed Dajani, the relationship manager for Avenue Development, and now I'm going to talk about this gorgeous project, the huge project which is coming in Motor City, which is facing the Autodrome. It's an ultra luxury commercial community, about 6 towers on top of a mall, all commercial grade A offices. But in terms of handover, this 3 and the mall will be first.
Okay.
All of this plot is going to be commercial community, similar to Gate Avenue in the city.
Exactly.
If you check the Gate Avenue, it's a similar concept.
Are you selling all the floors?
We sell it as an individual
Unit.
offices, units, and half floor, full floor. Every single unit has a different site title deed.
And are you holding any as a developer?
We are not doing that unless someone is interested and he already put the. The good thing is, as I told you, full building is commercial. The last 2 floors will be fine dining, let's say F&B. So there is elevators for the offices and 1 elevator for the rooftop.
Have you got your floor plans now?
Today is a little bit hard, so we'll keep it till tomorrow. Tomorrow we have many things to talk about and many things to show. So I think we're going to spend like more than 5 hours.
And tell me, what's the price per square foot on this unit?
Price per square foot, we will announce it tomorrow.
What's your...
Approximately 2,500 to 3,000.
How many lifts are in each building?
The first one I know almost 11 elevators.
Wow.
There will be 2 zones and there will be a key access.
That's like the key thing to differentiate between a B and a C to an A class. It's like how fast the lifts are, how many lifts are per offices. So if you've only got between 4 and maximum 6 units per office and 11 lifts, how many floors is it?
First one is G plus 2 as a parking, then 16th floor.
16th.
2 of the floors will be, as I mentioned, F&B. So 14th floor in terms of offices.
Well, that's the thing. In comparison, Control Tower has over 30 floors, 8 lifts.
Plus this
so
one.
it's crazy.
100%.
So I think that'll be your best.
E offices.
When is completion?
Completion will be in Q1 2030.
Okay, so it'll be pretty fast.
Most probably it's going to be 50-50.
10% a year, approx.
20 first year, then like
20 within this year, like by the end of 2026.
yes, because 10% now, 10% after 1 month, and the next year will be like almost 15%. The year after 5%, the year after 10%. So it's a good benefit, I believe.
What are the main offices or buildings or like businesses that are coming to buy these offices?
Motor City, what is in Control Tower right now?
A lot of real estate companies.
I'm not sure about that, but it's going to be a big companies because the offices are decent, the entrance it's very, very comfortable to the people who want to rent or to buy here.
Yeah.
So I think it's it fits everyone. But I can always say it's similar to Gate Avenue in the IFC.
So we're just in a contract for a client right now. So how contracts work, he's offered on a property basically in Dubai Hills Golf Residence. Now we've got it at a great deal. The last transaction was 3.4 million. We've secured it at 3 million. It did take me a week. It did take persistence, but we got there. And I love the deals. I love winning. But now what happens basically is we put together a contract. First stage of the contract, or when you choose a property or bid for a property, you should put in a verbal offer, then it goes to written checks. We've done those 2 parts. Now it's going into actual contract. The contract then starts with your contract A to the seller, contract B to the buyer, and then we'll go into contract F. Right now we're just doing the contract B. It's always taking a little bit slower because, as I said before, we're figuring out who to put the contract's name in because we still want flexibility of potentially being able to pull out equity because we've already had a 400k difference. That is nearly 3 times 20%. It's like nearly 60% difference on what the actual down payment would be on a 2080 mortgage. Just having that uplift down the line, which is it's a big jump. We're doing this now, and then we are going to go pick up my car. just done the review. I think it's a really great project. I can see into the future for it. The only thing I need to actually get my head around and make sure it's the right project for my investors is we like to have double-digit IRR per year, and with it already being up at similar price per square foot as ready units in the area, granted they're not grade A, but I always like to base my numbers on a conservative rate because a lot of people didn't expect a bloody war to come to Dubai. However, my clients, because we were doing it on some conservative basis, none of them have really freaked out because we weren't expecting drastic returns. Now, I will be comparing it mainly to developments in JLT, developments in Business Bay. It's not comparable to DIFC. I know he often said it was like it, but it's a complete different trade license, and that's really what we're looking at. So I need to do some figures. I think outside, retrospectively, it looks amazing. I really believe in the area. As I said in the car, there's some great villa communities around that area that I do believe a lot of offices will either get secondary offices there or will be based there. It's just more looking at it is it a good thing to buy during off-plan, or is it better getting a mortgage on handover? And that's like something that I often ask myself and calculate for my clients, because sometimes some off-plan options are great, but they're not the right options for my clients on the basis of how we invest. That's the reason they work with me, because I will highlight to them we're better waiting until handover and have this as a cash generating asset rather than hold a project for 5 years where you could get a higher return, potentially in a bank or potentially in buying a business or potentially in another project. So that's why you'll never see me post about a project until we actually get the numbers, and I believe it's got double-digit internal rate of return per year, because that's where I see true value in it. I'm not just going to run on a project because every other agent's running on it, and I also understand my clients' needs. Now, yes, I could pick up new clients, and I always do, but it's very hard to pick up a new client in a project that's going to turn over within a week and get them to buy through you, because it's all to do with buying with trust. But yeah, overall, I've not done the numbers yet, but I do think it's a good project. I very much believe in Motor City. I very much believe in commercial. I often do push the commercial off plan because I love the healthy returns that you often see. I also kind of think commercial rental yields is safer because you're usually in 2 to 5 year contracts, whereas with residential, it's usually only 1 year. For commercial real estate, you get like a longer forecast of a return rather than just 1 year and the tenant could leave. But yeah, it was a good project. Let's see what happens tomorrow. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Tomorrow we will have the numbers, and I guess next week we'll see if it's a good project or a bad project, and you'll be able to see if I pushed it on my story or not. And if I didn't believe in the numbers. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment if you like videos like this so I keep doing them. Also give me ideas on what to film, because as I say every time, it's hard. But yeah, thanks guys. See you soon.